Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope you are fine and enjoying your classes. I am teaching English today. Our topic is grammar basics for all classes. The same topic on the second day, sentence. We have already learned a sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense. A sentence is a properly arranged group of words which makes complete sense. A sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. What is subject? A subject is anything about which we say something. And a predicate is what we say about the subject. These topics have already been discussed in the last classes. Now we have to see what can be subjects. The first one, noun. Subjects can be a noun or a pronoun or a gerund or an infinitive. Now see, what are nouns? Nouns are the name of anything. Nouns are naming words. If we take the name of anything, that is a noun. For example, mother. Mother is a common noun. So, we have used the noun mother here. So, we have to say something about this subject. That's why we have taken the name of mother. Okay? So, mother is the subject. It is the noun subject. So, what we are going to say about mother? What we say about the subject, that is mother here, is predicate. Okay? Mother. The matter or the predicate is cooks food. So, if you read together, mother cooks food. It is a full sentence. It makes perfect tense. One more example. Noun subject. Father is the subject. Always a sentence, such a sentence as a statement ends in a full stop. There must be the full stop here. The second example, father. Father works in a factory. Father works in a factory. Father is the subject, the name of anything. This is the name of a person. So it is a noun subject. So predicate is the matter which we want to say. So this is the matter, works in a factory. So these are the two examples where noun can be the subject. Second, a pronoun can be a subject too. In place of this mother, I use she. You can also say she cooks food. If you want to change the sentence, if you mean this she about somebody else, you can say she is my sister. Another example, she is my sister. Full stop. Full stop must be at the bottom of the line. So here, full stop. She is my mother. She is the subject. This is the person we are going to say about. And is my mother, sister, is the matter we want to say about the subject. So is my sister is the predicate here. There are many examples. You can use anybody's name, the name of a person, the name of a place, the name of an animal, the name of a bird, the name of anything, the name of a thought, the name of a quality. All these can be nouns. Honesty is the best policy. Here I have used the subject noun, that's an abstract noun. Honesty is the subject and is the best policy is the predicate or the matter which we want to say about the subject. Here a pronoun can also be used as the subject. I have used the pronoun she here and we made a sentence, she is my sister. Just as we use nouns as the subjects, also we can use pronoun as the subjects. Alright? What is a pronoun? A pronoun is used in place of a noun. You can use a pronoun in place of a noun. If I just want to make the same sentence using the same subject mother, when I say about my mother, the second time I can use a pronoun to avoid repetition of the same noun over and again. So in place of this noun mother, I have used another word she here, or in place of my sister, this noun I have used she here. So what is a pronoun? A pronoun is used in place of a noun. A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. So in place of this noun I can use the pronoun she. She is my sister. Also they is a pronoun. They are my friends. They are my friends. Here the subject they is a pronoun. So it is called pronoun subject. Many pronouns are there. I, we, you, he, she, it, they are all pronouns. I, my, me, mine, myself, we, our, us, ours, ourselves. These are all pronouns. Alright? I, we, you, he, she, it, they are the keywords. You can derive many more pronouns from the given keywords. Alright? Again, gerund also can be a subject. What's a gerund? When we add ing to a verb is a gerund. So I use the verb walk. I use the word walk here and I added ing. So walking. I have made a gerund here, walking. Walk is the verb here and walking is the gerund. Run is the verb and running is the gerund. Speak is a noun and speaking is a gerund. So we can make a gerund equal to noun by adding ing. When we add ing to a verb, these words can be either participle or gerund. Now our question is gerund. So gerund works as a noun. A gerund acts as a noun. It can come in the place of a noun or acts as a noun. So wherever you can use a noun, you can use a gerund. So here I have used the word gerund, walking. It has taken the place of a noun here. It is a gerund. Walking is a gerund. It has taken the place of the noun here and it has become the noun subject, that is gerund here. This gerund has been used here as the subject of the sentence. So I am going to tell you the matter. What is walking? I am going to say walking is a good exercise. So I want to say about something about walking. Why did I say about walking? I said is a good exercise. So this is the matter which I wanted to say. So it is the predicate and walking is the subject here. And we add ing to a verb, we get gerund that can take the place of a subject or a noun, subject noun. Alright, wherever you can use a noun, the same place as the subject you can use a gerund also. Also to infinitive. You can change this walking into infinitive. Walking, to walk. You add to, you add the preposition to and then you go for the plain verb. So to walk. In this way, running. If I use running in place of walking, run verb plus ing, I've made a gerund taking the word run. So it has become running. Running is a good exercise. Jog. Jogging is a good exercise. Eating. Eating is the gerund. Eating food on time is a good habit. Eating food on time is a good habit. Speaking truth is a good habit. Speak, speaking. Run, running. Go, going. Wake, waking. All these can be made by adding ing to a verb and that can take the place of a subject. Wherever you can use a gerund, you can use a infinitive also. To plus the plain verb is infinitive. So walking becomes to walk. running become to run, speaking become to speak. What to do? It is very simple. To plus verbal root is a to infinitive. To walk, same, is a good exercise. It's a good exercise. Walking. So speaking, speak, verb ing added became gerund and I made it speaking. Truth. Speaking is gerund. Speaking truth is a good quality. A good quality. Another example for a gerund subject. And again, wherever you can use the gerund, you can use the to infinitive. It is a simple process. Use the to plus take the verb root. So speaking, I am going to change it into to infinitive. To speaking becomes to speak. To speak. To speak. Same sentence. To speak truth is a good habit. To speak truth is a good habit. So this is the topic I wanted to discuss today. So I suppose you understood this topic very well, and actually most of these topics we have revised, and this is not the first class. We have used and we have discussed these topics in the previous classes. So today I told you about gerund and to infinitive. It was a very simple to understand. So see, look at the board, take your notes and practice well. Okay, thank you.